Hi dear learners. Today podcast is about airplane travels. Listen, listen and listen again. Write the unknown words. So, grab your notebooks, your favorite beverage, and get ready to learn. Let's get started. Hi, I'm so excited for our trip to Paris.
Me too. Have you checked in online yet?
Yes, I have. But we still need to drop off our checked baggage at the baggage claim.
Right. We should head to the airport early to avoid any delays. Do you have your boarding pass?
Yes, I do. I printed it out at home. We just need to show it at the gate.
Great. And don't forget to pack your carry-on luggage carefully. Remember, there are restrictions on liquids, aerosols, and gels, lags.
I know. I've packed everything in a clear plastic bag. Have you bought any souvenirs yet?
Not yet. We can check out the duty-free shop during our layover.
Speaking of which, how long is our layover?
It's only an hour. We'll have enough time to grab a bite to eat at the departure lounge.
That sounds good. I hope there's no turbulence on our flight.
Me too. But if there is, just make sure you keep your seatbelt fastened.
Of course. Do you prefer a window seat, aisle seat, or middle seat?
I prefer an aisle seat. What about you?
I like the window seat. It's nice to look out and see the clouds.
That's true. Oh, and don't forget to fill out your customs form before we land.
Right? And we'll need to go through immigration and show our passport.
Yes, and then we'll pick up our checked baggage at the baggage claim again.
I hope our flight isn't overbooked.
I don't think it is. I checked our flight number online and it looks like everything is on schedule.
That's a relief. I'm looking forward to watching some in-flight entertainment.
Me too. And don't worry about jet lag. We'll adjust to the new time zone soon enough.
I hope so. By the way, have you bought travel insurance?
Yes, I have. It's always better to be safe than sorry.
Good point. And don't forget to grab a trolley for our baggage allowance.
I won't. And here's our itinerary. We have a connecting flight in London before we arrive in Paris.
I can't wait. This is going to be an amazing trip.
I agree. Let's go make some memories.
I'm so excited for our vacation.
Me too. Do you have your passport?
Yes, I do. But I hope we don't have any issues with customs.
Don't worry. We have everything we need. And if we need help, we can always ask a flight attendant.
That's true. And I hope we don't have any excess baggage.
We checked the weight and size restrictions for our luggage. We should be good.
Perfect. And I hope our flight isn't delayed.
We booked a non-stop flight. There shouldn't be any issues.
I hope we get a good seat. I prefer the window seat.
I prefer the aisle seat. But don't worry, we can ask the flight attendant to help us find seats next to each other.
That's true. And I hope there are good options for in-flight entertainment.
We brought books and board games. But there are also movies and TV shows on board.
Awesome. And I hope we don't experience any turbulence.
We checked the weather forecast. There shouldn't be any turbulence.
Great. And I hope we arrive on time.
We booked a round-trip ticket. We should be back in time for work.
That's true. I'm so excited for this trip.
Me too. We're going to have a great time. And maybe that will encourage us for another travel.
Speaking of another travel, I've always wanted to visit Japan. The culture and history are so fascinating.
I agree. I went to Tokyo a few years ago and it was amazing. The airport terminal was so modern and efficient.
That's great to hear. Did you have any trouble with customs or immigration?
No, it was pretty straightforward. I had all my documents ready and the officers were very helpful.
That's good to know. And what about your baggage allowance? Did you have any issues with excess baggage?
No, I made sure to check the weight and size restrictions before I packed. I didn't have any problems.
That's smart. And what about the boarding pass? Did you check in online or at the check-in desk?
I checked in online and printed out my boarding pass at home. It was very convenient.
Nice. And what about the departure lounge? Were there any good restaurants or shops?
Yes, there were plenty of options. I grabbed a quick bite to eat at one of the cafes and then did some shopping at the duty-free shop.
Sounds like fun. And what about the flight itself? Did you have a window seat, aisle seat, or middle seat?
I had an aisle seat. It was nice to be able to stretch my legs and get up whenever I wanted.
That's a good point. And what about the in-flight entertainment? Did they have any good movies or TV shows?
Yes, they had a great selection. I watched a few movies and then took a nap.
That sounds relaxing. And what about the flight attendant? Were they helpful?
Yes, they were very friendly and attentive. They made sure everyone was comfortable and had everything they needed.
That's great to hear. And what about the landing? Was it smooth or bumpy?
It was a little bumpy, but nothing too bad. We landed safely and then picked up our checked baggage at the baggage claim.
That's good. And what about the time zone? Did you experience any jet lag?
Yes, I did. But I made sure to drink plenty of water and get some rest. I adjusted to the new time zone pretty quickly.
That's good to know. And what about the return trip? Did you book a round-trip ticket, or a one-way ticket?
I booked a round-trip ticket. It was more convenient and cost-effective.
That makes sense. And what about the travel insurance? Did you get any?
Yes, I did. It's always better to be safe than sorry.
That's true. And what about the travel agent? Did you use one or book everything yourself?
I booked everything myself. It was pretty easy with all the online resources available.
That's impressive. And what about the itinerary? Did you have everything planned out, or did you wing it?
I had a general idea of what I wanted to do, but I also left some room for spontaneity. It was a good balance.
That sounds like a great trip. I can't wait to visit Japan someday.
You should definitely go. It's an amazing country with so much to see and do.
you.